over the last, say, 5 years, I've been having a little note put to my door telling me that the shrubs in my garden are affecting the next door neighbour's space and light, and saying that it's probably illegal. Of course, it's nonsense. And I've told her, I've sent different notes back, and I've told her it's nonsense, and that in future, tell me which clause, it tells me it's illegal to reply, or in future contact me via a solicitor, but she's done none of that. The other day I came home, and it's been a year now. I was going to change them last year, but because it's actually difficult to maintain one of them. But they're always kept very neat and everything, so it's a lot of work. They don't even cast shadows because there's no sun in that direction. They face northwest to her, and so the shadows are only on my lawn.
So what's the question for me,
anyway,
Julia?
so of course this time she sent me another long screed. So I've decided that what I want to do now to end this, because it's very upsetting to me, is to find out the actual legal position myself, and then have a solicitor's letter sent to her, and I hope that will end the matter. So I don't know where to start with that.
Right. So the legal position is, first of all, is she saying your shrubs go over her boundary?
No, they're not.
So when you say incurring on the space and the light, I get light, but what's the space issue?
It's nonsense. It is actually nonsense. There's no space. Even if it went over, it's a long way from.
Juliet, let me ask the question: is she claiming that your shrubs cross over her boundary, whether she's right or wrong?
Yeah, well, it's very obvious because you see she's got
Julia,
a boundary.
Is she claiming?
I can take a photo, and it's obviously not.
Julia, third time.
Yes.
Is she claiming that your shrubs cross her boundary, whether she's right or not?
No.
So, when you said that she's making two complaints, one about space, one about light, what's the complaint about space? I understand the one about light.
There isn't. It's a completely spurious complaint. That's why I believe she's got another agenda altogether.
Okay. Well, the right to light, telling you about the right to light, she has a right to light, but that's a right not to have the light in her garden seriously interfered with.
Yes.
When you say shrubs, how tall are they?
Well, the one that's just nearer her side is actually you can see people from the waist up passing the other side of it.
So it's waist height?
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to interfere.
People passing on the pavement.
Yeah.
It's slightly at a slope, going up to a gentle slope.
That's not going to interfere with the right to light. So it does sound like she doesn't have any legal claim.
No,
so
it's just harassing me. I think what it is, she decided to get rid of all the greenery.
I think this is becoming the Julia show.
Stones. I think she's maybe a bit jealous of my garden.
She's jealous of your garden, that's a reason.
I think so.
What does she want then? She wants you to switch houses?
No, I think she wants me to get rid of them, which of course she told me she wants me to get rid of them. One of the notes said, it's no good you just cutting a few leaves around this thing. That won't help. It would be a lot of expense to get rid of them. She knows that for me, and why on earth would I do that in my own garden?
Okay, so you have 3 options here. In fact, you have 4 options. Number 1, just ignore her.
Yes, I know that, right. I tried that, but you still sent me notes.
Well, that's kind of the point of ignoring. You don't respond to the notes.
Yeah, I didn't respond to the last one.
Okay. Option number 2, and I'm escalating here. Option number 2 is seek neighbour mediation, and that's a service you can get. Some local authorities do it. I don't know the position in Swansea, but some local authorities still offer this. Most don't because it's expensive and they have cut budgets, but you might be able to pay for it privately and agree between the two of you that a mediator will come in and take a view and decide who's right and who's wrong. That's going to be the cheapest way of doing it, and that's the one I'd recommend if you want to do something. Option number 3 is to agree with her to apply to the court for a declaration as to whether your shrubs interfere with her right to light. And you agree you'll split the costs of it, and a judge will decide, and you'll be bound by the judge's decision. Option number 4, and as I said, this is escalating here, is to sue her under the Protection from Harassment Act, which prevents her from engaging in a course of conduct which harasses you. I'm not sure that sending you polite letters asking you to cut back your shrubbery amounts to harassment, but it's arguable.
They're sarcastic notes, so they're not polite particularly.
Okay.
The guys are politeness, but they're quite sarcastic in between.
Well, we don't like sarcasm on the Legal Hour. I never do that.